Hey, welcome with Aequitas here this afternoon. We are in the middle of week number 8 with this horse. Some ways he's gotten quite a bit better, and some ways he hasn't. I've not tried to sugarcoat it or make it seem better or worse than it is. I've tried to show it to you exactly like it is. Probably the last frontier with him. Well, there's several of them, but the one that I really almost have to get done is being able to work with his feet a lot better. He's been the most difficult horse I've ever worked with in 50 years of just handling his feet. I can pick him up if he's in a pretty good mood. I can pick him up and kind of mess with him. But if he's not just totally calm, like see right there, he just kicked at me. If he's not totally calm, I'm gonna correct that. That's just not acceptable behavior. Then he gets pretty fussy. And it's hard for me to determine with him, with these horses, okay? Stop that. I'm gonna correct that if he kicks at me like that. That's just not acceptable. It's hard for me to determine sometimes when they pass being really afraid and then they just don't want to do it. And you get a horse, just about any stallion, but any kind of a strong-willed kind of a horse, they can, you know, they start off afraid, but then they kind of start getting over the afraid part, but then they just kind of don't want to do it. And they've kind of learned that they don't have to. So I'm not sure. Sometimes it's real hard for me to tell the difference. And I'm right there. And this is, I don't know, a dozen times I've put this surcingle on him. I've done it quite a bit. So is he afraid of it? I really don't think so. Hopefully he doesn't knock the camera girl over. I don't think he's afraid of it. I think he just doesn't like it. And it's real windy today, as you can see. So that plays into that some. I'm sure that brings his anxiety level up a bit. All right. So this is pretty much every day, by the way. This is pretty much what I do every single day. Just trying to get this on. Will it get better? Sure, it is better. He's not freaking out like he did the first day. I put it on there. And once I get it up here, he lets me tighten it up without too much issue. Okay. Now let's just see if he'll calm down a second. Okay, and you may notice he has a snotty nose. I think he's had some kind of a bronchial infection, and we're giving him antibiotics, and I think it's getting better, but it's not strangles or anything. He's got all his vaccines. It's not anything life-threatening. Okay, that's pretty good. Kind of calm down there. Let's ask him to back up. Back up. Okay. You remember me saying that backing up is huge for any horse, but especially a horse like him. It's really important that you've got a good backup. Okay. It's really important. And normally it's better than that. But that's just him telling me he doesn't want to do anything today. He doesn't want anything to do with my program today. But now let's get to what I wanted to show you. What I wanted to show you today is how I use obstacles, it doesn't really matter what it is, to teach him self-control. Okay? So all I'm going to ask him to do here is come across here and stop. Come across here and stop. And not run over me. Come across here. And he's done this. We've done this 15 or 20 days. You know, this is not a new thing for him. And it's actually better today than it usually is. I'm not asking him to jump. I'm not asking him to run. All I'm asking him to do is walk over there, stop. It's actually a bit better today than it was yesterday, believe it or not. Okay, you see right there, He ignored me and did what he wanted. And so what he needs to learn, whoa, is self-control. He needs to learn self-control. And this is one of the best ways I know to teach it. That you find something that the horse gets anxious about and just keep drilling on it until he'll pay attention. That was way better, actually. Way better. See, I didn't have to pull on him that time. I didn't have to pull on him. That time I did. Okay, so it's on this side that he wants to ignore me. It's pretty good on this side. Okay, let me stop him on this side. Whoa. Back up. Stand there. All right, good. You know, for some horses, this might not look very good. For him, this is actually pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the progress because he's not dragging me around. He's not jumping off of this thing like 3 deer. I mean, he's been way more reactive than this quite a few times. So I'm seeing some good progress here. Let's try this. Let's send him around. And with this one, he kind of tends to want to jump on top of me a little bit. Shock, huh? Okay. And again, I'm not asking him to do it fast. I'm not asking him to jump. I'm just asking him to go over it. Okay, that's not too bad. Whoa. Good. That's actually nice. That's pretty nice going this way. I'm real happy with that. All right. So I'm going to stop on that. He did really well right there. He wasn't pulling on me. He wasn't trying to run off. He wasn't getting too excited. Good boy. Good boy. I'm happy with that.